Oh, racism looks terrible the same way it looks everywhere else in Latin America. You know, I can say that I have been, you know, a victim of, and I've experienced going home. As much as I love going home, I get these looks. It's like I stick out like a sore thumb.
Because I grew up in the Latin community in Miami, and I felt like I was very much a part of that. And when I came to like California, I was no longer a part of that because I was black, you know? People from Mexico, they don't really get it. They're like, well, I don't understand, you know? What do you mean you're black? But, you know, you're not Hispanic or you're not Latin, you know, you're black. And it's like, no, but I'm both, you know? And it's hard for me to like take it because the music that they listen to, it's all like, you know, music that my people make. And it's like, don't you pay attention, you know?
And there was one person, he was like an academic advisor, he's Colombiano. And he, when I told him of Cuban descent, he said, oh, tú eres hermosa, like muñequita. And I was like, what? Which means like you're beautiful, like a little doll. And he was like, that's why you're so beautiful, because you have Cuban in you. And he was sort of like denigrating my blackness as like being mixed with African is not beautiful at all. And the fact that I have like Latin blood in me is what makes me beautiful, because I look more exotic. Guys just commonly say, oh, you look exotic, like that's why you look like this. But people who are like Nigerian or Ghanaian will be like, oh, I knew you weren't just mixed African, like you're too pretty to be. And it's saddening to see like people of their own race of Africa are not appreciative of women's beauty, and that they have to be mixed with something to be beautiful.
I'm shocked every time I see people looking at me like, oh, as if, you know, I'm this unicorn walking around. And, you know, there was an incident where I got into a car accident, me and my family, and this lady, she's like a transplant, you know, she wasn't born and raised in Panama. And she was trying to tell my mother that she wasn't Panamanian. My mother's like, I was born and raised here, what are you talking about? She didn't even know, she's just saying it. It solely was based on her skin, you know? And also they know where we're from. There's an area where black people, you know, are mainly from, in Colón. And so they kind of know, if they ask you where you're from, they're like, oh, Colón, right? You know, because most of us are from this one area. So there's still a divide, and in that area where we're from, it is not the best area either. You know, so it does mimic, you know, places in like America and other places where there's still like colorism and a divide of class.
I must be completely honest, I have felt more racism against myself from Hispanic people than any other race. And it's because, of course, the way I look, I have actually encountered people at the supermarket talking about me because they don't think that I speak Spanish. What we are, what we speak, what we eat is something that was passed down to us, but what's in our DNA is this. If an officer stops you at a light, they're not going to ask you where you're from. What they see is a black person.